Everybody loves barbecue, right? But the problem is tending a barbecue pit is a time-intensive process made even more difficult when it's cold outside. I think that's why electric smokers are gaining in popularity. This is the Char Broil Digital Electric Smoker. It's internet connected, so you control and monitor it with an app on your smartphone. Now the app is going to walk us through the process. We want to get smoking, choose our food, pork, got smoked pulled pork right here. My pork butts are around 7 pounds each. And this will list out basic recipe. We already pre-seasoned our pork butts with a rub of my making, and then there's step-by-step instructions from there on out. We'll go ahead and add this recipe. And at this point, we need to get the smoker box ready to go. So we've loaded our wood chips into the wood chip box that's sitting right over the heating element, and just to the left is a reservoir for water or whatever liquid it is that you want to use to help maintain humidity inside the smoker box. Now our smoker box is all set to go. We're ready to start cooking, but we need to preheat the smoker first. So we'll go ahead and press OK, and it'll prompt us to press the go button right on the smoker. At this point, the app will notify me when it's time to put the meat in. 45 minutes has elapsed. The smoker box is warmed up, and you can definitely smell the scent of the hickory coming out of it. We're gonna go ahead and open it up and load it with our pork shoulder. The next part, and this is crucial, we wanna put the temperature probe right in towards the center of the meat. That's gonna inform the smoker box about the cooking process. We'll latch her back up, and we're in business. So while we're cooking, let me tell you about the app. The app really is the control center for the smoker. So we've covered this a little bit already, but if you want to use one of the built-in recipes, you'll find there's a few of them, some for chicken, turkey, pork, seafood, and beef. But if you want to do any kind of manual cooking process, you really do need to use the app. We'll click Set Manual here, and here you can see that we can set the cooking temperature and the target probe temperature. Remember, this is not a timed process, it's a temperature-based process. So if you don't have that probe inside a piece of meat, the smoker isn't going to know when to stop. You'll need to stop it yourself, manually. If you do use the front panel of the smoker, there are a few presets, 3 of them actually, that are predetermined. But if you're going to do any kind of controlled smoking process, you have to have it internet connected and the app available. Now, I would love to have shown you these pork butts coming out of the smoker. It was a beautiful thing. It smelled amazing. Only problem is it went down at 1:30 a.m. because of our production schedule. Here's my takeaway on this smoker. It performed flawlessly. We haven't eaten anything yet, but they look fantastic. Everything went according to plan. And I was really impressed with how long the wood chips lasted in the smoker. We got a little notification at about 8 hours through to check them. They were doing great. I added a few more just for good measure, but I'm really impressed with how sustained and light and even the smoke distribution was throughout the process. Also, it took exactly 10.5 hours, which is what the app said, even though it never got above 58 degrees and got as low as 43 degrees outside during that time frame, which tells me that it's holding its heat well and doing a great job of keeping a low and slow smoke. Bottom line, the smoker worked great. The question is, do you really need the Wi-Fi connectivity? I'm gonna leave that up to you. I don't like the fact that you get a lot less functionality if it's not connected to the internet, but I do have to say having the app and being able to check in on the temperature and see what the progress was like was a lot of fun and pretty handy as well. I never worried about walking away from the smoker thinking I was gonna miss something important. It's the ultimate hands-off smoking experience, and I think this stuff is gonna be delicious.